Hello students, I am Dr. Naveen Arora. In this paper, Consumer Behavior and Marketing Communication, we'll discuss something about consumer behavior as well as something about marketing communication. We need to understand that consumer behavior and marketing communication are very important aspects and functions of marketing. So let's start with our paper, Consumer Behavior and Marketing Communication. So this is our paper, Consumer Behavior and Marketing Communication. We'll be starting with our first unit, Introduction to Consumer Behavior. In this unit, we'll discuss something about consumer behavior and its different aspects. So first, how consumer behavior is defined. There are many definitions, but this is one of the important and easy to understand definition. It is the behavior that consumers undertake in seeking, purchasing, using, evaluating, and disposing of products and services that they expect will satisfy their personal needs. So, this definition says that this is the study of how consumer behaves, how consumers behave while seeking products, while purchasing products, while using products, while evaluating products, and more important, while disposing of products. So the whole behavior, it is a comprehensive aspect. So how consumer behaves while he looks for a product before purchase, then how consumer purchases the product, how consumer uses that product, how the quality of product is evaluated or assessed, and how the consumer disposes of the product, means how consumer gets rid of the product, how the consumer, whether the consumer throws away the product or resells the product or it gets consumed. So this is a study that focuses on the all aspects, not only any one aspect. So how consumer behaves. So consumer behavior involves more than buying. As I have said, it is not only about buying, it is also about acquisition, usage, and disposition. So acquisition, the process by which a consumer comes to own an offering. So acquisition is how a consumer purchases the product, how a consumer owns a product or a service. And then usage, the process by which a consumer uses an offering. Offering in this context is product, goods as well as services. We have discussed that a marketing offering is product, that is goods or services. So how consumer uses whatever consumer purchases. And last is disposition, the process by which a consumer discards an offering, means how a consumer disposes of a product, how a consumer discards a product, or how a consumer gets rid of a product. So just think of it, we buy certain products that get consumed like FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, soaps, shampoos, toothpaste. So these get consumed, we purchase, we use, it lasts, and we throw away the packaging, or sometimes we store the packaging and then we sell it to the scrap dealers. Then there are some electrical appliances like TV, fridge, ACs, and there are other durables like furnitures. In these cases, the disposition is more important to understand, because if I have already a TV, then when I am thinking of buying a new TV, I must dispose of my old TV. So till my old TV is not disposed of, I would not be able to buy a new TV. Same with furniture. I have a sofa set in my drawing room, but I cannot purchase another till I do not dispose it of. So in case of durables, it is also important that how consumer disposes of product. So if the consumer is not able to dispose of product, the consumer would definitely not buy a new one. And if it is easier for consumers to dispose of products, the consumers might more likely to purchase new ones more frequently. So it is very important for marketers to consider that how consumers dispose of products. That is why many marketers have launched the schemes like uh, exchange offers and bring old and get new one, so on. So marketers, maybe another option is buyback. Marketers take back, buy back, or exchange new products with older ones. So this is how the marketers are capable of making the consumers purchase more frequently. So it is important for marketers to consider that how consumer uh, buys a product, how consumer uses a product, and how consumer disposes of product. We'll take an example of usage as well, that how it is important for marketer. Just one example: you buy a microwave oven and you have bought it after so many research, after considering so many options, and then you have it at your home. Then you find it difficult to prepare food in a microwave. You find it is very difficult. You don't know the process. You don't know how to do it. So you don't prepare food in microwave. It is kept aside and you are not using it very frequently. So next time you would not be buying another microwave first thing. So marketer would not be able to sell something in future to you, another product. And the second important thing is that if you are not using, you would not spread good word of mouth. You would say everyone that microwave is not a good product because I'm not actually using it. So you should not buy it. If someone asks you for suggestion, you would say, no, don't buy it. I'm not using it. In fact, if you want, you can take mine, but don't uh, waste your money on a product like microwave. So usage is also important, and sometimes the consumers or customers do not know how to use the product. So if the consumer does not know how to use the product and using it in a wrong way, in our first example we have discussed, because the consumer does not know, the consumer is not using. But another example could be that a consumer does not know, and that is why the consumer is using in a wrong way, and that's why the product is not performing well. Maybe a washing machine, consumer does not know how to use it properly, the clothes not get cleaned properly, the feedback or the review would be bad, word of mouth would be bad. Or if the consumer does not know how to use it, the consumer may even damage the product. So that would again spread negative word of mouth and complaints against the products. So it is very important for marketers to understand that how consumers behave while they purchase, while they use, and while they dispose of. And if marketers find any gap, any problem, any issues with that, the marketers must come up with a solution. The similar thing is that once the marketers know that how the products are purchased, used, and disposed of, the marketers can design marketing strategies accordingly, marketing communication accordingly. If marketer knows that the product is used for this particular purpose or this way the product is used, the marketing communication would focus on that particular use of the product. So it is very important for marketers to understand consumer behavior. So this is how we get ahead with the consumer behavior. We'll discuss something more about consumer behavior in our next lectures. Thank you.